Chapter 10 Buggy's Chicken House Number 1. This time we must go in the very special direction, said Mr. Fox, pointing sideways and downward. So he and his four children started to dig one again. The works went much more slowly now. Yet they kept at it with great courage, and little by little that tunnel began to grow. That I wish you would tell us where we are going, said one of the children. I dare not do that, said Mr. Fox, because this place I am hoping to get to is so marvelous that if I describe it to you now, you would go crazy with excitement. And then, if we failed to get there, which is very possible, you would die of disappointment. I don't want to raise your hopes too much, my darlings. For a long, long time they kept on digging. For how long they did not know, because there were no days and no dies down there in the murky tunnel. But at, at last Mr. Fox gave the others to stop. I think he said, we had better take a peep start now and see where we are. I know there I want to be, but I can't possibly be sure where anywhere near it. Slowly, wearily, the foxes began to slope the tunnel up towards the surface. Up and up it went, until suddenly there came to something hard above their heads and they couldn't go up any further. Mr. Fox reached up to examine this hard thing. It's wood, he whispered. Wooden planks. What does that mean? That it means, unless I am very much mistaken, that we are right underneath somebody's house, whispered Mr. Fox. Be very quiet now while I take a peek. Carefully, Mr. Fox began pushing up one of the floorboards. The boards cracked most terrible, and they all ducked down. Wait for something awful to happen. Nothing did, so Mr. Fox pushed up a second board and then very cautious, he poked his head up through the gap. He let out a shriek of excitement. I have done it, he yelled. I done it. First time. I done it. I've done it. He pulled himself up through the gap in the floor and started prancing and dancing with joy. Come up, he said out. Come up and see where you are, my darlings. What answer for a hurry, fox. Alleluia! Hooray! Hooray! The four small foxes scrambled up out of the tunnel, and what a fantastic sight it was that now met their eyes. They were in a huge shed, and the whole place was teeming with chickens. Were white chickens and brown chickens and black chickens by the thousand. Buggy's Chicken's house number one, cried Mr. Fox. It's exactly the what I was aiming at. I had a splat in the middle first time. Isn't that fantastic? And if I may say it, so r- rather clever. The small foxes went wild with excitement. They started running around in all directions, chasing the stupid chickens. Why, ordered Mr. Fox, don't lose your heads. Stand back, calm down, let's do this properly. First of all, everyone have a drink of water. They all ran over to the chicken's drinking, threw and lapped up the plumpet's hands, and with a clever flick of his jaws, he killed them instantly. Back to the tunnel, he ordered. Come on, no fooling around. The quicker you move, the quicker you shall have something to eat. To eat. One after another, they climbed down through the hole in the floor, and soon they were all standing on again in the dark tunnel. Mr. Fox reached up and pulled the floorboards back into place. He did this with great care. He did it so that no one could tell they had ever been moved. My son, he said, giving the three plump hands to the biggest of his four small chickens. Run back with this to your mother. Tell her to prepare a feast. Tell her the rest of us why will be along in a jiffy. As soon as we have made a fell other little arrangement.